What's up, everyone? This is time to wrestle with Suplexis. I'm Suplexis, and today I have another presentation for you, and this one is gonna be about my WWE pay-per-view premium live event. Either way, the main events of those shows until WrestleMania 41 and actually it's also including WrestleMania 41. So let's get started. So before I get to the first event, I should get this out the way. Clash at the Castle in Glasgow, Scotland on June the 15th. It is Damian Priest defending against Drew McIntyre. So I am not including that main event as it's already set, and I believe that Drew McIntyre should and will be beating Damian Priest for the championship. So, with that out of the way, the first pay per view will be Money in the Bank live from Toronto, Canada at the Scotiabank Arena, and the headliner will be Drew McIntyre defending his newly won World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk. So this rivalry's already gotten started. Like it's been starting. It really picked up at the Royal Rumble, then WrestleMania, another stop. I'm assuming after Drew wins, Punk will do something dastardly to him in Scotland. So this is my main event, and by the way, another thing, these are my predictions slash what I want. And by that I mean these matches could realistically happen in the WWE. So this will be a no holds barred match because you get in brawls or taking shots at each other. Basically, Adam Pearce, the general manager of Raw, he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna stop. This match, if it happens under normal rules, it's gonna end in a no contest. So I'm gonna give you no holds barred match for the World Championship. Get everything out of your system. I want it done. So that's the headliner for Money in the Bank, and they uh, basically it's an all-out war. In the beginning, it's a wrestling match. It's Punk's first televised one-on-one match in WWE since 2014. That's pretty cool. So they go at it, but weapons they get used, they get brought out, and by the end of this match, there's blood everywhere. CM Punk is bleeding, maybe Drew's bleeding a bit, but Punk should be bleeding. He should be the one in the most pain because Drew McIntyre hits a defiant Claymore after he hits a GTS to CM Punk. The ring is covered in blood, it's all red, it's nasty. And Drew McIntyre retains the World Heavyweight Championship clean. He does not need any shortcuts, he just beats Punk straight up. And Drew McIntyre, after this, he's satisfied with his win and he's ready to leave this feud behind. That is the Money in the Bank main event. So, the next one will be SummerSlam, and the graphics, they are very simplistic because you don't need much more for this. Cody Rhodes, The Rock, and the WWE Championship. This has been brewing for quite a while as well, since about, was it February, when The Rock took Cody Rhodes' spot in the main event of Mania. And basically, I'd imagine the build to this match will be the same as the WrestleMania one. Like, what is there? Oh, what did The Rock give Cody and give that revelation out? Maybe it is the keys to the truck that The Rock set on fire before Mania. Maybe it is the ring that Cody got given by Triple H that Dusty was gonna give him. A ring. I believe the artifact was a ring. Yeah, ring. So the ring that Triple H gave Cody that Dusty did, maybe The Rock had the ring all along and he gave it there, and you could put that in the story. But more verbal insults from The Rock, Cody probably being booked about as weakly as he did in the build to WrestleMania, about as weak as he did. He looks about as weak as he did. So this match goes down, and The Rock loses thanks to Roman Reigns. But, but, we will get to that a bit later on. So, the next pay per view is Bash in Berlin, and I'll tell you the story of this match. So, Gunther wins King of the Ring, but in this, I'm gonna change it. He doesn't want to go after Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam anymore, so he's looking to fight Cody at SummerSlam. Like, he comes out to confront Cody, but then The Rock comes out. He whispers something in Gunther's ear, and Gunther like agrees to let The Rock fight him. Everyone's shocked, but then it's revealed. The Rock basically said, "Hey, you you give my you give me my title shot at SummerSlam. You wait a little bit, Gunther, and then I will give your buddy Ludwig Intercontinental Championship match at SummerSlam or the Raw before or the Raw after. Either way, Ludwig gets it, but he comes up short. And Gunther, he looks at Ludwig, he's like, I thought you had fire in you, man. You do all these things, but you're no good. You're no good. If it wasn't for you, I would have had this title shot. And yes, I know this isn't the strongest story, but put other things in it. Maybe Giovanni Vinci steps in for Ludwig Kaiser. Perhaps Ilya joins and it's a tag title shot they get instead, and Ludwig messes up. Tell this story and start telling it soon of Gunther slowly like, Ludwig, are you helping me too much? Are you doing your job too much? Have him lose to Kofi in a Money in the Bank qualifier. But it's all to get to Berlin, Ludwig Kaiser's hometown. He finally breaks free out of the Imperium. He challenges Gunther to a one-on-one match. They go at it like crazy. The crowd should be in a frenzy because these are two amazing workers. You have the hometown boy and Ludwig Kaiser, and you have one of the three best European wrestlers, dare I say, in the world right now, and Gunther. In ring, in terms of in ring, at least. So Gunther beats Ludwig Kaiser, though Ludwig does everything he could. This is like an NXT UK matchup, but Gunther wins, and he basically signals that he's gonna get the title shot soon on his terms. But Cody Rhodes, he is one worried boy probably at this point. So the next one thing I gotta say, the next show, so this takes place at the end of August. We have two pay-per-views in August. I am choosing to skip all the way to Crown Jewel, whether it's the end of October or the beginning of November, because the last year those pay-per-views got kind of bloated with Payback and Fastlane. You could easily do a Payback or Fastlane in between if you want to. My main event is Cody Rhodes beating Braun Breaker in like a match that puts Braun Breaker over as a future star. He wins in defeat in a way because the crowd cheers him. Do something like that to put him over against Cody, but Cody wins just to give Cody another main event spot, and that would work for me because at Crown Jewel, I know, I said Drew McIntyre was done. This is where I get crazy with my thing. So Drew McIntyre, he runs through SummerSlam, he runs through Berlin, he's still champion, and then it's announced like all of Drew's most hated rivals, they're gonna fight it out in a contendership tournament to see who fights him at Crown Jewel, and he is like, oh my gosh, are you trying to screw me over? Let's see, Seth Rollins, maybe he tried to take Drew down at SummerSlam in a Mania rematch but lost. Like this continuously happens to Drew. He's like, oh my gosh, why? So at the end, he's like, you know what? Screw this. He goes in Sammy versus Jay, and he just beats the heck out of both of them. And he's like, now, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You keep pissing me off. Why are you pissing me off, Adam Pearce? I'm Drew McIntyre. You know how I get. Why do you keep doing this? Do you have a vendetta? And then Adam Pearce is like, you know what? I didn't want to do this. These people earn their shots. They earn their place, whether you like it or not. They've been racking up wins. I didn't want to do this. You've wrecked my whole Monday night roster because you have some sort of vendetta against seemingly everybody. So I made a call. I discussed with top management at Crown Jewel. CM Punk is going to fight you for the World Heavyweight Championship in a straight up one-on-one match. And Drew is pissed. And he just talks about how Punk didn't earn it. He hasn't earned anything. He welted back in and got in the Royal Rumble. He was about to get a chamber shot. He just Drew gave him the spot at Money in the Bank. He gets everything he wants. He's corporately created this and that. Anyways, on the night of the show, CM Punk comes out, but he looks like a douche. His hair is fully slicked back, clean shaven, has like gold and white gear, looking like a total corporate douche. And he comes in, he cheats, low blow when the ref isn't looking. He beats Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. And we got Corporate Punk because he's here for the money. He's not here for any of the fans. He just cares about that cash, you know. So that is the big story on Monday Night Raw for a while. And now the next show is Survivor Series, and after Roman Reigns lost to Solo Sikoa in his return match at SummerSlam, he got screwed by the bloodline. He realized that The Rock was the leader, so he screws him big time out of the championship and beats Solo at Crown Jewel to get another shot at The Rock. And this is Bloodline War Games. And the rule of this match, if Good Bloodline and Cody Rhodes, because Cody wants to take down The Rock still, if they win, Roman is still the tribal chief. He has become a good person now. But if The Rock wins, The Rock is now the tribal chief. Anyways, this match gets heated, but in the end, Jey Uso, they wouldn't have the gall to do this. They would not. But Jey Uso turns on Roman Reigns because Roman, that's the thing. He recruited Jimmy, and Jimmy was reluctant, but he follows Roman. He's like blindly loyal, you could say, to Roman. Cody decided to set the differences aside, but Jimmy was the guy who convinced Jay to join, and Jay has been extremely reluctant. So when the time came, Jay just took a little revenge. He couldn't help himself. And at that point, Solo Tamatonga, Jacob Fatu takes Jay out, and The Rock beats Roman. So The Rock is the tribal chief in a weird way. More people are loyal to The Rock than Roman Reigns. All this because Jey Uso and the stuff he had to go through for like almost 4 years. Cool stuff. Cool stuff right there. But now for Cody Rhodes, oh boy, it is the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and Cody Rhodes defends against Gunther. Gunther has been waiting, and Cody, ever since SummerSlam, has been preparing for Gunther. He always mentions him on the mic. He says, I don't know if I can beat you. This is the toughest opponent I've ever come across. I've ran through Roman Reigns. I've ran through like The Rock. I've ran through everyone. But Gunther, there's no preparing for him. The only time this guy's ever lost is due to his own arrogance. And he beat Randy Orton, the man I barely escaped. So Cody's been preparing for 6 months or 5 months to beat Gunther, but at the Royal Rumble, Gunther eventually defeats Cody Rhodes clean, definitively, to win the WWE Championship in the main event of the show. And meanwhile, also, Drew McIntyre wins the Royal Rumble, and Gunther Wait, not Gunther, The Rock and Roman Reigns face off in the Royal Rumble and cost each other that match. So, the next show though, CM Punk, he has formed an alliance. By the way, even though Roman appeared later in the night in the Rumble, CM Punk retained over Roman at the Royal Rumble and formed an alliance with The Rock because they're both in it for the money. That I know corporate punk is weird, if that's what you're thinking. I know what's weird, but this would be amazing. We all know, like legit, he's just in it for the money. He would not be here otherwise. So CM Punk defends. He's gonna fight Drew, but he gets a bit cocky and he reveals to The Rock that he doesn't give a shite about the corporate stuff. He doesn't give a damn. He has everything he wants. He got The Rock to give him the main event of media. He's so happy. Uh, He's like, I'm the champ, la la la, main event, WrestleMania. And Pierce is like, nope, you're gonna defend in the chamber. So he battles Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. Seth Rollins, who he beat at Survivor Series for the championship to retain it. And this match, CM Punk eventually retains. And now we are at the final stop for WrestleMania. And for night one's main event, it's going to be a Hell in a Cell match as Drew McIntyre challenges CM Punk for the championship. And in this match, Drew McIntyre, after a war, finally beats CM Punk. He has his moment in the main event of WrestleMania. He stands with the title. And that's how night one ends. And night two is The Rock versus Roman Reigns. They agree to have no bloodline. None of that. No bloodline rules. A one-on-one match. Roman Reigns beats The Rock. The whole bloodline comes out. But Roman says, I've wronged a lot of people. I've done a lot of messed up stuff. But I know all you are acknowledging me. There's one person, though, who deserves this more than anyone. There's one person 4 years ago I fought, and I brutalized him. He was the first one to acknowledge me as the tribal chief, the first victim, the person I unfairly brainwashed, physically and mentally hurt. Jey Uso. This belongs to you. Gives him the lei. They finally forgive each other. Jey is the tribal chief. Roman wins, and The Rock probably shakes his hand after because this probably his last match. So that is how I would do the WWE pay-per-view main events until WrestleMania 41. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. If you want, let me know what you would have for your main event schedule or any show, any of these shows, whether it's WrestleMania, SummerSlam. Let me know what your main event would be. But thank you for watching. This has been Super.